Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas with Bev Keller and the Ohio Swiss Festival coming along September 28th through October 1st. And you promised the apple fritters will be ready by Friday morning.
I promise there will be apple fritters, as many as you would like, by Friday morning.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, we've had a lot of fun talking about food, but I know there are other things, other traditions that take place at the festival. Tell us a little bit about those.
On Saturday at noon, you can find me actually running some contests at the Main Street stage. We've changed the time up a little bit. They used to be at 10:30 in the morning, and we just didn't feel that people embrace them as much.
At 10:30 in the morning?
Yeah, 10:30 in the morning, after we have a 5K first thing in the morning. So, if you do go heavy on apple fritterdom, you could run them off.
Perfect plan. Perfect plan.
Okay, then we bulk up on some Swiss cheese, and your blood sugar should be normalized by then, and voila. Well,
You've got this down to a science, I have to say.
Yes, I do. Okay. There are perks to being involved for this many years.
You know it. Okay.
One of the great things we do is the largest family in Swiss costume. We also have the oldest in Swiss costume and the youngest. I have seen babies as young as 2 days.
Oh, my
And
God.
I have seen people who are 98.
Oh, my.
I've seen families that number from 14 to 45, all in Swiss costume.
Where do you get the Swiss costumes? Are they making them?
Some make them. Some are handed down generation to generation. Wow. We actually do offer a service at Village Hall in Sugar Creek. You can rent a men's vest for $5 for the whole weekend.
Neat.
So if you want to rent a milking jacket that's kind of corduroy looking, and you want to dress the Dapper Dan, pair it with a white button-up shirt and black pants, and you're Swiss.
You're ready to go. You need a little hat, don't you?
Not necessarily.
Okay, with a feather.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
But not a necessity.
Okay. So dress the whole family.
Absolutely. Dress
and if
the
you
whole
have
family.
A big family.
Absolutely. Come out and try to win this contest.
That's awesome.
Actually, when the event first started, the mayor actually mandated people and asked that everyone wear a Swiss costume.
Oh, golly. So people would stay home if they didn't know what to wear?
That could be a problem.
Yes.
But at that point in the mid-1950s, most people had some kind of Swiss costume or Swiss dress.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, explain why.
It was a large part of the area, and those who had immigrated from Switzerland and from Germany had dirndls, had lederhosen, had, a lot of our things, while they are Canton-burned Swiss colors, they can be adopted from other.
That is fascinating. Very cool. So many of these Swiss costumes that we'll see are authentic.
Correct.
From Switzerland and passed down from generation.
They are not the costumes that you buy at Walmart to wear on Halloween.
Right.
They are the real deal.
That is so cool.
We used to have restaurants in town. I can tell you when McDonald's first opened over 20 years ago during Swiss Festival, their employees all wore Swiss dresses. The real deals.
Oh, my. That is so fun. What good trivia.
Absolutely. And we also have a yodeling contest.
Oh, stop. Oh, really?
So you can do a little yodelady-hoo.
Yeah?
And win some cold hard cash.
Like how much?
Like, last year, last year we didn't do it because last year it was the biggest rain out that I've ever had in my years.
Yeah.
And really the only time that the Grand Parade was ever canceled, minus the time there was a tornado warning.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You can't have a parade and a tornado warning. I want you to come down Main Street slowly. I don't want you to get blown down Main Street.
That's right. That's right.
But I believe top prize is $25.
Oh, how fun for yodeling.
Exactly.
And age requirements,
Absolutely
everybody?
not. Everybody can do it. We have prizes for those who've traveled the farthest. We've had people there from Switzerland before. And we consult some Google Maps to try to break any tiebreakers because, I'm from the southern tip of Florida. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm from California. And you just add them up and you make it work.
Wow.
We have an antique car parade on Saturday, which is absolutely fun. There's no pre-registration required. We just ask that they show up by 1 o'clock. We direct them where they need to go, and they'll come down Main Street first before our grand parade.
So, again, anyone can participate?
Anyone.
Just come and register
Absolutely.
a particular time?
Register at Miller Avenue School before 11 o'clock.
Okay. Something that you just said, I want to circle back and touch on. You've got people coming from the southern tip of Florida and some people coming from California. People from all over the country merge onto Sugar Creek, Ohio during the Ohio Swiss Festival. How has this become such a national event?
It's very unique in the fact that we stay true to traditions and beliefs. And it's also very much a community event. And small town America is a big deal. Our village population is roughly 2,800, and I will say that we will grow 20 times that, if not 30 times that, depending on the weather, during the Swiss Festival. Our kitty parade that features children dressed in Swiss costume, the best dressed Swiss cat, the best dressed large Swiss animal. I've seen it all. We've had sheep in Swiss costume. We've had a cow. We've had dogs and cats. We've had a snake. That was a little unnerving. And some of us are a little sheepish about some of the dogs that come down through. We're like, are they friendly? I think we've learned now we have some dog biscuits in reserve just in case.
Oh, smart.
We have best decorated bicycle, best decorated four-wheel vehicle. So, the Power Wheels, they suddenly take on a cheese shape.
Oh, how cute. Do you come up with the prizes and all the contests off the top of your head? It seems like you have 50 different contests going on. Do you see something cool and say, let's do best hairdo, or how do you do that?
Actually, they're another time-honored tradition. We have 18 categories in the Kitty Parade, and those have been the same 18 categories since I was a little girl.
But you're saying 18 categories just in the Kitty Parade alone.
That's correct.
Oh, my goodness. What other contests going on then? We've talked about the dress, and we've talked about the yodeling.
We have a big wheel race for local children on Thursday night. They actually race up the hill because, what's the fun in racing down the hill? You must race up on a big wheel.
Oh, my. Take that, the soapbox derby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we actually had the soapbox derby come back to Sugar Creek this year, so it's the same hill.
Oh,
only
wow.
They're going down and we
They're
go
going
up.
down and the other kids are going up.
Right.
Oh, my gosh, that's
we have
brilliant.
a kitty's pedal tractor pull. That's on Friday afternoon. That's after our kitty parade. And we have Steinstossen. And you're like...
Say that word again, please.
Steinstossen.
Okay.
And Steinstossen is tossing the rock. And in this respect, it is a 138-pound stone for men and a 75-pound stone for women.
Oh, my goodness.
And so you are lifting up this rock, and you'll see different styles. Back at our stone throw pit, we throw once on Friday night at 7:30 and twice on Saturday. We throw at 4:30 and 7:30. And I will tell you, I have seen men who are 6'5". They can get that thing all the way above their heads with their arms completely extended.
Wow.
And I will say the taller you are, the better chances you have of throwing it the farthest, because just think about gravity.
Okay.
The farther up you are in the air, obviously the further it's going to go. It lands in a sand pit. We measure how far it went past the line, and that's our measurement. Bo Lenars, who actually graduated from Garaway, which is our local high school, in 1997, is the current record holder with over 14 feet.
Oh, my goodness. And say again how much this weighed?
A men's stone is 138 pounds.
Wow.
Women's stone, 75.
Wow.
And if you're at all familiar with Love Finds You in Sugar Creek, there's a great piece of that movie dedicated to Steinstossen.
Oh, my goodness. Bev, it sounds like so many of the things that you're talking about, that not a lot has changed over the last 64 years, that this seems to be something that's been, as you said, time-honored. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Absolutely. Time-honored traditions. It is what the Swiss Festival was built on. It is what we will continue to build on. We still have polka bands in 2 stages during the day. We bring in some other entertainment in the evening because, crowds do change. And, the younger generation does want a little bit of entertainment. So we try to cater to that as well.
Well, let's talk about those. Who are you bringing in this year?
Joey Tomzik, who is a huge name when it comes to the polka bands in the Cleveland area. He will be there Friday and Saturday. Hank Haller, who has been with us. This is his 51st year with the Ohio Swiss Festival. Wow. 51 years coming to entertain our crowds. He has seen it all. He reminds me every year, Bev, it's the weather. It's going to be fine. I have played through worse. It has been snowing. That was his consolation to me last year when it's pouring down rain and I'm like, it's windy, it's cold, I think it might be snowing. He says, Bev, I've played in the snow. It's okay.
Wow. Wow. So what days and times are these happening?
Joey Tomzik and Hank Haller both play throughout the day on the pavilion stage, which is behind our fire department. They start playing at noon both days and alternate their times throughout the day. So you'll see 12, you'll see 3, and they'll flip back and forth. with Joey ending up on Saturday at 4 o'clock is his last show. And then we put a more popular band, the Imaginary Cookies, will be back there.
Oh, who are they?
They're actually a Canton-based band.
How cool.
Absolutely. They play a mix of things from 80s, 90s, today. Great band.
Fun.
Friday night, I'm actually looking forward to a brand new band that I am bringing in this year for the first time. They're from Pennsylvania. Their name is Mon Valley Push. Mon Valley Push is actually a polka band.
Oh, how fun.
From Pennsylvania. One of their guys is actually a band director at a college in Pennsylvania. And if you can imagine Johnny Cash's polka, check out these guys.
Okay, I can't imagine Johnny Cash's polka, but that's fun.
It is. I've listened to it. I am all for it.
Wow.
I am actually super excited.
Yeah.
And to wrap things up on Saturday night on my Main Street stage, we're actually showing the movie Love Finds You in Sugar Creek.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. If we have time, I want to talk more about that.
Absolutely.
We're speaking with Bev Keller from the Ohio Swiss Festival. Your positions, multiple, with the festival are what?
I am the secretary to the board, which is a wonderful way to keep in the know. And as the editor of the local paper, it really does work hand in hand. I love to take notes, and it's a way to give back to my community without stressing myself out too much. I'm also the director of entertainment, so I like to go out and listen to bands, and trust me, finding good polka bands is harder and harder.
Yeah, I bet.
We tried out some new ones last year, and we're like, I don't know. A 20-year-old playing polka maybe didn't fly so well.
Yeah.
But we try. The idea is to bring energy, and my husband and I actually do a committee together. We are part of the parking committee. That is the only charge you'll ever see at the Swiss Festival.
Wow.
Is to park in our approved lots. It's $5 per car or $25 a bus. But for the $5 that you're paying to park, you're in an approved lot that's covered by our insurance. And that's really the difference between parking with us or parking somewhere else.
That's perfect.
And
what do you recommend as far as the way to get in and where to go and where to find the approved parking lot?
You've got two choices. You can turn down Factory Street, and we've got several along there, or you can make a left when you're on Factory Street and park in a Belden brick parking lot that's right there. Or you could turn down 3rd Street, and you can park on 3rd Street Hill, which is right in the middle of everything, or at Superb Industries, which is also there on 3rd Street.
Perfect.
And we've got some great volunteer groups that are actually running these lots for us, and we do a split with them, so it's actually a fundraiser for the group as well. So we have local churches, local guys who are into amateur radio. We have a local church group. We have a local PTO. And it's really a way to give back to the community.
Mm-hmm. Are you seeing that the next generation is embracing this as much as the previous generations have?
To a degree. Volunteers, good ones are hard to find.
Yes.
I'm blessed. I've got some great people in the wings who I am very, very thankful for, who have really stepped up and helped out. Mm-hmm. And could we use new volunteers, more volunteers? Absolutely. Because we all run around like chickens with our heads cut off during this event.
That's always everyone's cry for help. Mm-hmm. Website or someplace where we can get more information?
Absolutely. OhioSwissFestival.com. Our complete schedule is up there. You can find us on Facebook, Ohio Swiss Festival. During the actual event, we'll run some contests on there and give away some pounds of cheese.
Awesome. Well, we are out of time, so we'll just say rent Love Finds You in Sugar Creek. It's awesome. And be sure to get to the festival this weekend, September 28th through October 1st. Bev Keller, thank you so much for joining us on Our Community.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.